everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Colts. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. First carry for Carlos Hyde, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Time running out here on the play clock. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. In the red zone this time.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
Here we go now.
Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. On first down, it's Lott. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
2nd down now after the pass completion. To throw on 2nd down is Lott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
Lott on third down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Flush to his right. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st down, Luck. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Lott steps away to his left. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. To throw is Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Play action. It's Lott. He'll buy some time right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. 3rd and long, it's Lott. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Frank's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On play action, Wentz. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Detroit! Detroit! Hands in there, Marty! Now let's go!
Wentz now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The play clock's running down. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's got time. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll run it here. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
It's good to make it 17-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. Gone. Over. Watch it now. Over.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Back now,
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In motion left here, Green Beckham. They fake the give. Now Wentz. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
3rd down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Now Wentz again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lott. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one. They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Luck now to throw. And that is incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. But he's got Green Beckham. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here we go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Wentz got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come up in an offset eye, and they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. On 1st and 10, Lott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefit to that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On 1st down, Lott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Colts.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
They go play action here on first down. On the run, into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down, 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing on third down, Lott. And this is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Wentz will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage lost, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Not only is the slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go now. Gone. Detroit.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So after that big game, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. Detroit.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Second down following the incompletion.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Boom, 90.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. All right, so first down, 5 yards to go.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. 1 receiver left is Hilton. Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz. Got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
blue whitey. Ready, blue whitey. White, 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 white. Ready, blue whitey. Ready, blue whitey. Sonic. Easy, 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 easy. Hey, lights up. Ready, blue whitey. Easy. Ready, blue whitey. Ready, blue whitey. Let's go now. White 25. Sonic. White 50. Easy, 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 easy. Hey, let's go. Let's go now. Easy, easy, easy. Ready, blue white. Ready, blue whitey. Ready, white 50, white 50. Ready, white 25. Ready, blue whitey, white 50. Let's go now. Blue whitey. Sonic. Sonic. Ready, blue whitey. White 50. Ready, blue whitey. White, white, white. Ready, blue whitey. White, white. Ready, blue whitey. Ready, easy, 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 easy. Hey, blue whitey. Let's go. Ready, blue whitey. White 50, white 50. Ready, blue whitey. Ready, blue whitey. White 50, white 55. Ready, blue whitey. White, 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 white. Easy, 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 easy. Hey. Ready, blue whitey. Flip it. Hey, up. Ready, blue whitey. White, white, up. Ready, blue whitey. whitey. My 50, my 50. Sonic. Easy, easy, easy. Ready, blue whitey. White, ready. Ready, blue ready. White, ready. Ready, white 25. Easy, 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 easy. White, Sonic. Ready, blue ready. Flip it, flip it, flip it. My 50, my 50, my 50, my 50. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Go. Ready, blue ready. My 50, my 50. Sonic. Easy, 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 easy. Ready, blue ready. Easy, 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 easy. White. Ready, blue ready. Sonic. Easy, easy, easy. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Ready, white 25. Sonic. My 50, my 50. White. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Ready, blue ready. Sonic. Ready. Ready, blue ready. Easy, easy, ready. Easy, go. Ready, easy, easy. Ready. Ready, blue ready. Easy, 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 easy. Sonic. Ready, easy, 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 easy. Flip it, flip it. Sonic. Ready, flip it. White. Easy, 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 easy. White. Sonic. White. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Ready, white 25. Easy. Ready, blue white. Ready, blue white. Sonic. Ready, white. Ready, blue white. Flip it. Ready, blue white. White. Ready, blue white. Ready, blue ready. White 50. Ready, blue ready. Easy. Ready, blue ready. Ready. Ready, blue 50, ready. whitey. Easy, easy, easy. Sonic, clear up. Ready. White 25. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. Ready. Blue 80. White 50, white 50. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Easy, easy, easy. Hot. Let's go now. Blue 80. Easy, easy, easy. Go. Ready. Blue 80. Sonic. White, 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 white. Easy, easy, easy. Hot. Let's go now. Blue 80. White, 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 white. Sonic. Easy, easy, easy. Ready. Blue 80. Flip it, please. White 50, white 50. White, white. White, white.